Good. Got a fresh bundle of sage. Reminds me of smoking weed. Ooh. You smell good. This is Hollywood. I got sweet green. I don't know if I'm supposed to burn them all together or what. Whoa! Let's clean it up in here. Dinner, dandelion, astragalus, dandelion root, astragalus root, and red clover. Let that steep for a bit. If Da Vinci was a girl. She'd be a genius. I'm just letting Apple Music take the wheel on the DJ tonight. See what happens. But I feel like my algorithm doesn't really know who I am anymore. Which is alright. I feel like I don't even know who I am anymore. If Da Vinci was a girl, she was bad too. Lately I've been feeling invisible. Like, genuinely, I'm pretty sure most people can't see me. I go to the farmer's market and it really feels like no one can see me. I'm okay with it. It's just kind of surreal. I don't even know what to talk about anymore. I never did. I don't even know how to say it. I guess that's why I'm here. It's just so crazy to me. It's like people really just don't care. People really can just be happy with being treated like shit, spat on, it's like, what's it gonna take to wake up? What's it gonna take for people to actually be fed up enough to do something different? It didn't take much for me. I don't know what it is. It's like generations of programming. But also it's like no one truly forgets. Like everybody always has the remembrance within them. So it's like no matter what, every soul that's here exists somewhere within them. So like, what's it gonna take for individuals, for myself, to say enough is enough? I am that I am. I will not be treated this way. It's like we're all so sick Aging? Aging is a disease. Just that. So, what's it gonna take to wake people up? And like from the perspective of what's already happened, seems like it's gonna take a lot. And honestly, I don't really know what to do about it. I think my best idea is to go off grid, build a community, self-sustaining. I don't know. We're not really even cooking right now. Probably because freaking Apple Music doesn't know who I am. What is we doing? What is we doing? Like, there really ain't no way. There ain't no way people are still going to work. There ain't no way everybody's still believing that they gotta go to work, pay their bills, get through the week so they can get drunk on the weekend. There really just ain't no way that everybody wants to do that. Like, they must be mind controlled, or they're not real. Clones? I don't know what's going on. But there ain't no way everybody's still doing that. Are they doing it everywhere? Because in America, this shit's weird. What the fuck? I just can't imagine that. I can't imagine working a 9 to 5, getting home, having time to work out, meditate, introspection. I mean, like, there just ain't no way that's still happening. How is it possible that people could still believe in a system that is so undoubtedly fraudulent? How? How is it that people could be fed poison? How is it that people could be fed food that is so undoubtedly poison? What the fuck is going on? People are so lost. I'm not blaming people, because I know that means that I'm lost. We're all one. But seriously, like, what's going on? Like, are people still watching the news and creating that reality and just so hyper fixated on a fictitious reality that they have no idea that that's what they're doing? I can't even explain it. And I don't know what to do about it. I don't know what to do about it except for just to heal myself. And, like, heal anybody that wants to be healed, or help them heal themselves. Because most people that I encounter explicitly say, I do not want to be healed. I want to be sick. I want to be unaware. I want to be friggin' enslaved. I want to build my own cage. I want to lock myself in it. And I want to throw the key away. And they defend that. I don't know. It's just not fun. I don't care what kind of gadgets you put in a cage. It's not for me. You can make a cage pretty cool. You could get some cool stuff in a cage, but that ain't gonna work for me. Getting hot. Come on. What? The fuck? I'm out of here. It's like I came here to feel cold, but I did not come here to stay cold. I want to know what it feels like to be cold, but I did not come here to stay cold. And it feels like a lot of people think that being cold is just normal. And they're like, oh yeah, it's just, I'm cold. That's life. And this remembering of what I really am and who I really am is like slowly but also drastically becoming the essence that came into here. Like I'm relearning everything that I am, everything that I'm capable of. Like I'm becoming myself again. Which is a trip. And this remembering process, it's like a involution. Like not an evolution, even though the frequency in cycles per second is most definitely accelerating, but the identification of who I am is coming from a deeper and deeper introspection. Just in the silence, in the darkness, in the stillness, observing. And that's all I can really be. Like my work can never go to something that is not moving me inward. I could never participate in something that I know is against my will, which makes it really difficult to participate in a society that has basically completely lost the plot. Like, how do we all come here during this specific time to experience this very dramatic stage of this story, the play? how did everybody get here and lose the plot? And what's it gonna take to say, remember? Remember who you are? Remember that you came here to remember who you are? Not to you didn't come here to slave for money, to have sex with a bunch of women, to stuff your pie hole, to gain power over others, to want what others have, to take what you don't, to distract yourself from what's really going on, to numb yourself. That's what it is. It's like the remembering process. Oh, we just really became soft. Without the hardness. Because the remembering process hurts so bad that everybody just chooses to numb themselves instead. And when I say everybody, I'm literally speaking to myself. The image in the mirror is so disturbing, discomfortable, uncomfortable, discomforting, that we choose to numb ourselves instead of feel it. And because we're numb to it, and all of these habits that so many of us have built are just recycling the same image. We can't see it because we're numb to it. So I guess that makes sense why I've been just absolutely eliminating everything that is numbing me down. The body as the vessel, the bridge between the soul and the physical. So what we feel in our senses is the information being communicated. And when we numb all of our senses, then we become dumb, retarded, when we are constantly filling our vessel with poison, drugs, distractions, addictions, and we use those things to avoid the stillness, the darkness, and the silence, then we lose the frickin' plot. And the reality is that this same knowledge is being used to take. It's being used to gain power over people and deliberately keeping them ignorant. Because if anybody actually knew this shit, then they would never slave for money. They would never think that paying rent was acceptable. Paying for food was acceptable. Paying for water water frickin' falls from the sky. Have we been convinced to pay for it? That's sick. That's completely inverted. You must be dumb as shit. When I say you, I'm talking to me. So you're not dumb as shit. You're just retarded. But retarded is literally a reverse in progress. So you just unretard yourself and start progressing again. Start becoming aware of these things. Like, oh, we're the only species that has to pay to live here? I was born, I arrived here by choice. Wait, why do I have to pay to live? That's called being a fucking slave. And honestly, being a slave, like maybe 50 years ago, was probably easier. So then why is it that being a slave has become such a struggle? And we still want to do it. What kind of sick, retarded mind is mind control? It has to be mind control. And it's mind controlled by who? Because there's aliens. There's aliens in the body that are constantly trying to make decisions for you, to populate the mind with decisions that they want you to make. But then there's also I mean external parasites. So what's the difference? They're both parasites. The parasites inside of us are still the same parasites that are outside of us, sending the 5G frequencies to our antennas, trying to tell us what to do. It's the same parasite. Fuck the parasites. And if you still think that parasites aren't real, I mean, who do you think is saying that? Because I've been cutting everything out of my diet, eating clean, doing fast, cleanse, drinking my own urine, eliminating everything. And still, like last week, I did a juice and herbs and water fast, and I was shitting out inch-long worms. I couldn't even count how many were in my shit for a couple days. And afterwards, I felt so good. But like, if you don't know you have parasites, you have parasites. And if something is telling you that the parasites aren't real, or something is telling you that you can just continue with the destructive behavior because parasites aren't real, then those very parasites are the ones guiding you to continue with the destructive behavior. You just gotta listen. You gotta listen to know what's in alignment with your soul, your truth, and what isn't. And whatever isn't is coming from the parasites. Where else would it come from? Because it's not you. Maybe the parasites don't want me to say that. Well, fuck you anyways. So it's mind control. Government, control, mind. Politics, many tick is a blood-sucking parasite. Once we start breaking down the spells, it's right in front of you. It's right in your face. It's right in everybody's face. And we're just so numb that we refuse to see it, to feel it, to change. And we're just so soft that we don't want to feel what it's like to go from one side of the spectrum to the other. We don't want to feel what it's like to get out of the cold water, or get out of the hot water and go to the cold water. That change, like, People are just afraid of it. I don't know. I don't know. But if you're still eating meat, you have parasites. As simple as that. The parasite wants to eat dead flesh. And the parasites eat first. And the parasites tell you what to eat. If you're craving some chicken, craving some rotting carcass, that's the parasites telling you to eat the rotting carcass. Because a light being, a light body, is not consuming a rotting carcass. It's too dense. We don't want that. We want energy, high vibration. Dang. It's really been the fucking alien parasites this whole time. In the body and outside of the body. But one and the same. Because it's a reflection. As within, so without. So when you clear the temple, chase out the money changers, parasites, then your soul can then incarnate in the flesh. You remember again who and what you are, because you're streaming your soul's essence through your light body. Turning everything back on. Turns on dormant abilities. Restores the 12 strands of DNA. Aligns you with your soul's purpose, your truth. Aligns you with love, the flow of divine love, the beauty, the bliss, the joy. Clear the dang temple. And it's probably a good idea to do it now. I wouldn't wait to clear the temple. I wouldn't wait another second. Because I don't really know exactly what's going down. But it's going down. And if you weren't so numb, you could literally see that everything is going down. Fuck the parasites. Fuck off, parasites. The fuck out of me. The fuck away from me. Dang. The best way to get rid of the dang parasite is to love it. Fuck off. Makes sense. When you're in love, you're one with the infinite source of the energy, and the parasite wants your energy. And if the parasite exists, then it is also God. And if the parasite believes that it needs your energy to survive, then it is basically God that forgot that it's God. And so when you give the parasite love, you give the parasite exactly what it wants, which is the energy, but then that love vibrates the parasite to realize that it is love. And then the parasite itself stops being a parasite because it remembers that it's connected to the infinite source of all energy, just like we all are. And we heal the world because everybody stops siphoning energy from everybody else from the belief that they're disconnected from the infinite source of all energy and that they need to take it from other people. That's pretty much the only way to do it. And if you're not fighting the parasite with love, then you're stepping outside of love yourself. And by resisting a parasite from outside of love, you're still giving the parasite your energy, but only this time it's depleting you, and you're not remembering. The parasite's not remembering that it's love. So then the parasite just gets bigger and stronger from the energy that it just siphoned from you, and you get weaker, but you get more fed up, so you start fighting harder, and the parasite gets bigger, and there's just this competition. And then it's just this competition for energy as if it was finite. And that's all the conflict. That's all conflict. Is a competition for energy. As if it was finite. Because how could there possibly be a conflict between anyone when they're not competing for energy? Is there a conflict that exists without the competition of energy for energy, as if it was finite? I don't think so. Eradicating the parasites with love. Man. Anything that's stealing your energy is only capable of stealing it from you if you are coming from the perspective of having a limited supply of that energy. Because when you're standing in love, then you're always giving. Because giving is receiving. It's a flow. The more you give, the more you get.
Or think is said to occur in an ineffable realm known as the mind. What is the mind? The mind is the intellectual or rational.
So standing in love, authenticity, truth, literally eliminates the parasites, the vampires, the conflict, the war. What a silly game we play. Because that's the opposite of how we're taught. It contradicts the competition that we were taught how to compete in. But it's the only way to win. Dang. That's literally everything. Everything that is stealing your energy can only steal your energy if you believe it's finite, which means you aren't sending love to that thing. So as soon as we start sending love to all of the parasites, they cease to be parasites. Come on. I fucking love vampires. I love vampires. To all you vampires out there, I absolutely love you. I send all my love to you. If you're a parasite out there, if you're a parasite in there, I love you. And honestly, to sympathize with the parasite, like, the parasite has to believe, like, that it's not worthy. It has to have an underlying assumption that it's disconnected from love itself. So the parasite is coming from deep pain. The hate is a desperate cry for love. So to sympathize with that much pain that something must be feeling in order to aggressively attack others for their energy, I can give that love because I know what it feels like. I know what it feels like to be the parasite. I came here to feel cold, not stay cold. But yeah, at the same time, it's like the parasites that are inside of me, I'm murdering. Like, they come out and they're dead. So even when we're sending love to these parasites, like, in how these parasites are vibrating out of our perception, a lot of them die. But in reality, it's like death isn't really real. Because we're all infinite and eternal. Even a parasite is also God. So when a parasite dies, that's a reflection of that vibration no longer resonating with the one that you're perceiving. It doesn't mean that that parasite doesn't exist anymore. It's just that you don't see it. So, I don't know. I think about the scene in Avatar where Aang's not gonna kill the Fire Lord. But I'm sure there were plenty of people that died. But it's never really my intention to kill. But if there's worms inside of me, they gonna fucking die. I don't need you coming out alive. And I do that with love. Because that's the most effective way to get you the fuck out of me. Yeah. Man. And when they're gone, the clarity, the focus, the intention, it's like nothing I've ever experienced. The reconnecting, the turning back on, the remembering. It's all good. It's all for fun. We really just playing a game. just really real. Just feels really real. It is real. But I often have to remind myself that it's still for fun. And I don't know what kind of leash to give myself, like to allow myself to numb myself for fun. It's just not really that fun anymore to numb myself. I have more fun sitting in the darkness and observing myself than I do by numbing myself. But you know, I let it play. I go with the flow. Because I am love. And you are love. And I'm really just loving to remind you that you are loved too. And that you can choose to be love. But only you can. No one can choose for you. And so I choose love. I choose truth, authenticity over everything. I don't give a fuck anymore. I don't give a fuck. So my intention is that me not giving a fuck about anything that's not truth, authenticity, and love will help you not give a fuck. Thank you. Anybody that's listening to me, if anybody's out there listening to me, it's like I get 2 views on YouTube. I wouldn't expect YouTube to push my stuff, but if you hear me, I love you. Thank you. Good day. Good day.